Bitcoin approaching all-time highs. We just did a video a couple of days ago, and Bitcoin is now up a few thousand just from there and making massive headway in the fiat price. Again, remember, one Bitcoin equals one Bitcoin. What are we doing at the end of the day? We are ushering in a new monetary system. This isn't about more fiat trash tokens we're trying to accumulate and transfer our Bitcoin and get rid of them eventually and then move back into dollars. Dollars are worthless. Dollars are a liability. They are debt. They are the remnants of a dying legacy system. And just to show you the room we have to run here, number one, we say this all the time, Bitcoin has no top in fiat price because fiat has no bottom. It can go to zero and will go to zero. It is already at zero in a sense, especially when you look at it from 1913, creation of the income tax, Federal Reserve, etc. It has lost 99% of its purchasing power. Where do we think it's going to go? Do we think the trend is going to reverse? The trend is your friend in investing. But make no mistake, this is not an investing asset. People look at it like it's the NASDAQ or some tech stock or something to that effect. Bitcoin is money. Bitcoin is the purest money we have ever found in human history. It is a discovery. It's the discovery that changes human civilization. This, the Sailor series with Breedlove 4 years ago really helped me solidify my orange pill journey from 10 years before 2020. So I started in 2010 when the economy collapsed then in 2008, 09, 10, reading Creature from Jekyll Island, reading about the Federal Reserve, reading about what money was, Mike Maloney, Robert Kiyosaki, understanding where money had come from, where it was now, where we were going, and the properties of money. And you have to understand that in order to understand Bitcoin, to understand the dollar, and to understand what is happening, understand why your wealth is being stolen, your time and energy through a liability. Your time and energy, most people trade their finite time and energy for an infinite liability. So finite time and energy, we only get so much on Earth. We trade it away for a piece of paper or a digit on a computer that some guy just types up into existence, and they get to debase it, they get to counterfeit it, and you pay taxes on that. That's the most insidious part. The government has admitted many times, and we've talked about it here so much, that that's not necessary. They don't need your taxes. They do it to coerce people and to redistribute wealth and basically pull the wool over people's eyes and just kind of lead them around by the nose. We're in a new paradigm. We're in a new paradigm. Just to show you, I'm going to share my screen here just to show you what is actually happening. In Google Trends, we actually have the Jason Kelsey press conference number one, which obviously that's really important. But Bitcoin, number two, not even number one, number two, it's almost at its all-time high. And it's trending 100,000 plus searches, but I haven't seen it trending in a while. And this should be monumental news. I mean, 4 years ago, this was monumental news when it was breaking all-time highs. Now, it's kind of a little blip in the radar. Here, another example of this is I'm going to share the other screen. Now we have the search interest over time. You can see here that the interest obviously went up during the different halving, during the different bull runs, massive interest in 2017. And this pales in comparison. 2020, 2021 went up, but it was half the interest as it was in 2017. 2017 was kind of like the first time on people's radar. And I'm wondering what was going on here. What is this? Well, even less this time and even less this time. Now, I will say, caveat, the most important part about Bitcoin, in a sense, is the human psychology, the psychological aspect that if we don't care about it, if no one cares, then the network will lose power because people are not coming into the system. So that is something you have to acknowledge. However, the other part of this is that hash rate has never been higher. Hash rate continues to grow. Network users continue to grow. Those are the fundamentals of what's going on. So you can't just look at the interest in a vacuum, right? You see this downward trend here. But my point with all this is the fundamentals have never been higher, and we still have people that don't even see what's right in front of them. They don't even see it. It's starting to tick up just a little bit, but we have so much to run still, and it's already at all-time highs. All-time highs. That is the genesis of the video and why I wanted to make this, because because people ask this all the time. Number one, I'm getting a lot lately of, do you feel vindicated or are you happy? And yeah, of course you're happy, but at the same time, it's weird when you're in Bitcoin because you want cheaper sats. You want the fiat price to go down so you can buy cheaper sats because it's a savings tool at the end of the day. It's a savings tool. Patience is your number one key attribute. You have to have patience. You have to. This is how you change society. This is how you give people immutable money that anyone can use in the world and give prosperity and property rights to all people. This is the game we're playing. We're not playing some garbage, altcoin game. We're not playing some fiat currency game. We're not playing real estate and stocks and brokerage accounts. That's just all more of the same. That's fiat legacy, debt-based monetary system. That's a path to oblivion and eventually going down with the sinking Titanic. That's what that system is. This is a new system being built. And we are this early that 1% of the world has Bitcoin, owns Bitcoin. The search interest is that low still at all-time highs, yet the fundamentals have never been higher. The network hash rate has never been higher, and the number of users has never been higher. The number of people who are hodling, who are not selling, who are just holding in cold storage for over a year, continually going up. All these things continuing to go up. That is the bullish move. That is the bullish case for Bitcoin. As Satoshi said, you might want to get some just in case it catches on. Let me know your thoughts. This could not be more bullish, in my opinion. This could not be more amazing for all of us at the end of the day. Because the best part about Bitcoin is it aligns all incentives. But even if you're not in Bitcoin, you're the last people in. Society continues to get better for all people around us. That's the beautiful part about Bitcoin, is it continues to get cheaper. It continues to get better for all people. That is the beauty. That is the system we're going to, instead of the fiat legacy debt-based inflationary monetary system that continues to make life worse for people. It continues to make life more expensive, and standards of living continue to go down. We are building something opposite of that. That's what Bitcoiners do. That's everyone who's bought Bitcoin. Everyone's got a piece of a Bitcoin, a Satoshi. Everyone, you are part of that silent revolt to the legacy system, saying no more. We will not be stolen from our time and energy. We will not be gaslit. We will not be lied to. We will not be laundered from. We are done. Question everything with boldness, even the existence of God himself. Trust but verify what I'm saying. Please share this out because the algorithm hates truth. And this is not financial advice. It is freedom advice. We look forward to seeing you on the next one.